friends, I'm Love, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a Tic Tac Toe app in Android Studio. So in the last video I told you I'm going to give this as a surprise. So here it is. So we are going to make an Android Studio app and we'll call it Tic Tac Toe. So let's start a new project. Do next and then just name it Tic Tac Toe, then finish. Now let's go into Google and find some images. So let's search for Tic Tac Toe and then let's go to images. So firstly we want a blank thing, so this one will work out fine. So let's just save image in the desktop and then we'll just call it test. Okay, we'll just put it in the new folder. Then we'll get some pictures of the X and the O's. So let's go here, then go to snipping tool, which should be on your laptop. Then let's just do new and then just get the 0 part of this, like here, and then save it. So just find that new folder, there it is. Let's save, then new, and this time we are going to snip X. Yeah, that's fine. Save and then add this also here. Okay, capture, we'll just call it capture 1. Now we'll have to go and rename all of this. So let's close everything, close this as well. There it is, new folder. Now let's rename this. Rename and then we'll just call it X. Make sure it's small because it won't then allow it. We'll call this O for 0 and then here we'll rename it and call it bold. Then let's go into this Android Studio project, resources, and then in drawable there's another way which we can do it. Just shift, then move it over here in drawable and then just click OK and it all has come in. So now that has been done. So guys, I'm going to show you a preview of how the app is going to be, so that you can start making it. So firstly, when you click on it, then like 0 should come, or X, whichever you like, and you can see it's coming like that. So and then if once someone wins, like 0 has won, then you shouldn't be allowed to click again, and there should be a play again button and a text view over here which should appear, and when you click play again it starts again. And when you have a draw, for example, let me just get into a draw position. Yeah, so here now you have a draw, so to play again just click play again. So that is how we are going to do it. So best of luck on making it. So guys, firstly what you have to do is go into the text and then open the grid layout, and these just do something, we'll change it later on. So that's just what we had to do over there in the text. So let's go to grid layout and then remove these because we don't want it to be match parent and match height. We want it to be wrap content, and this also to be wrap content, and this to be 0 so that it's centered. Then after that, what we are going to do is we are going to add the rows and columns into this. So let's do column count as 3 because like I showed you it's 3 by 3. So 3 columns, and then rows we'll also do 3. Layout width we'll keep as 300 dp. Yeah, that should be enough. The width just decrease that to 350 dp and then move it a bit down. Yeah, that width should be enough. So the way to do this is just to click over here and then it will match it and stretch it all wide. Then we have to do is we need to add the background image. So go to background and then select the board. Yeah, so the board has come. Then what you have to do is add the image views inside of these, and then for now just keep all of them as 0, and then just add 9 of these. So the way we are going to do is we are going to use we are not going to use the on click listener here, so just copy this all. So let's rename it. So we are going to use the way which I showed at the first, which was using an on click method. So what we are going to do is we are going to add an on click and we'll call it image clicked. Yeah, and then we'll copy this and paste it over here. That's the third one. Image view 3, image view 4, image view 5, image view 6, image view 7, image view 8, and image view 9. Now what we have to do is check in the preview how it looks. So okay, we have to change the column and row also. So firstly what we are going to do is we are going to add tag. So tag is what we are going to use to differentiate between everything. So using an on click and tag. So I think you might have like googled tag or how you could have done it. So it's okay if you did it. So because it was like you might probably haven't heard of tags. So tags, like, they all have the same on click listener, all of our buttons. So the tags differentiate which one is which button. So we'll just add all the tags. 4, now 5, which is our 6th, and tags also always begin with 0. So make sure about that. tag 6, just 2 more to go, tag 7, and finally tag 8. And now here add row 2 and column 2, then over here do column 2 and row 1, here column 2 and here row 0. Yeah, sorry, I made a mistake over here. The grid layout should be 2 rows and 2 columns because so now if I do 2, 1 second, I don't know where it has gone. Yeah, 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay. Okay, it was right, only 3 rows and 3 columns. We'll have to like adjust it a bit later on. So firstly, it looks really bad right now, but then we can change it. Now let's go for the next one, which is column 1, which is the second one, and row 2. Then after that here column 1 and row as well. Here column 1 and row 0. Then after that here you have to just change the column to 2 and here to 1. So now you should be able to see all of them. Okay. Okay, here I've done it wrong. No, here it is right. 3 should be row 2 column 0. Yeah, it should be here. Why is it not showing up? Let's just change it like this. I'll just fix this and be back in a second. So what I've done is that I adjusted it a bit. I didn't need to do that row 1 and column 1, so I just wrote the tag 0 and then it happened by itself as I put it in. So here also I've added a few things like margin start, which is from the left and right. I've kept it both as 8 dp, and then everything else we have kept the same. Then what we have to do is, so as you can see is I have removed all the zeros from here, so that because like the image is going to change as we are going to go through in the app. So after that is done, let's go to design only. Then we'll have a button over here which will center horizontally and add the constraint up top. We'll name it play again. ID, it doesn't matter because there's not many buttons. And then what we are going to do is we are going to set the visibility as invisible. And then we are going to add a text view which is going to be just underneath this. For now, keep the invisibility as visible only, or else this constraint it won't work for it. Center horizontally in parent, then add one thing up top. Keep this text view, it doesn't matter the text, and now we can make both of these invisible. So let's do invisible, play again, also let's do invisible. So let's go into the main activity. So here we are going to firstly do the public void, and we called it drop in, no? Yeah, let's just copy this, drop in, and then we'll go view, and now you can see all the errors over here have gone. Then we are going to do over here image view, and we'll name it counter is equal to, and remember here, because we are going to get view, so that's why we need to cast it into an image view, because this view is not an image view, it is just a normal view. Then we are going to do int tapped counter is equal to integer dot parse int, and we are going to do counter dot get tag. See, that's where the tag was important, dot toString. Then what we are going to do is in the after the main activity and before the drop in, we are going to do int active player is equal to 0. Then we are going to do int of strings, and then we'll name it winning positions is equal to, then curly brackets, we'll do 2, 2, 2, 2, and make this 9 times 2, that is 6, 7, 8 and 9. Just check again, so do 3, 3 and 3. And also one thing, you should probably check if your image is working or not. So to do that, we'll just do one thing, select all of these, then do background, and then just select O. Yeah, so you can see all of them are coming perfectly for me, so you should also check it this way. And then what you should do is you can just do Control Z, and then all of that will go. Now what you have to do is go to main activity again. Also we are going to add a variable which is known as int boolean game active. So this is either true or false, and it is true right now. So when the game ends, so we want this game active to become false, so that they don't keep on going on once the game is also over. Then you have to do if game state, one second, sorry, I accidentally named winning positions as game state. So if game state, and then in brackets put tapped counter is equal to 2, and game is active, then you have to open the brackets. Then we are going to do game state tapped counter is equal to active player. Let me just specify one thing, active player. So let me just write in comments. 0 is equal to no one is active. Then 1 is equal to yellow. Sorry, 0 is equal to yellow and 1 is equal to red. Sorry, not yellow, I mean X, and red is equal to X, and 0 is equal to O. Then do over here counter dot set translation y and do minus 1500. Then here you have to do if active player is equal to 0. Then here do counter dot set image resource dot set image resource, and then do r dot drawable, not daemon, drawable dot, and here we are going to do 0, and then we are going to do active player is equal to 1, and then here we are going to do else, and then just copy this and paste it, and here we'll do X and here we'll do 0. So let's see how this works out. Let the emulator open. Let's just wait for this to come up. It has, yes. So let's see. Okay, so nothing is happening. So let's see. Let's go forward now. So what happened is that I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to animate it. So dot animate dot translation y by 1500 dot rotation, we'll do 3600, and then dot duration, and we'll keep this as 300. Now it should work. So let's do it. Let's check if it is working or not. So let's go. See, now it's working. So now just the main thing which is left to do is that to check if we have won or not, because like this, now the game has done, but then no one is winning or losing right now. So let's go into. So now what we have to do is we have to make another int, and this is another array, and we are going to call it winning positions. We need to add 2 of these over here because we are going to have an array inside an array. So we'll do, because there's going to be like many winning positions. So the first winning position will be let me just show you here, 0, 1 and 2. So if you'll remember, we called it here 0, 1 and 2. So 0, 1, 2. So firstly let's write that 0, 1 and 2. Then after that we are going to do 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8. Now we'll do vertically, which is going to be 0, 3, 6. So 0, 3, 6. Then we are going to do 1, 4, 7, and finally 2, 5, 8, and then the two diagonal ones, which is 0, 4, 8 and 2, 4, 6. 0, 4, 8, 2, 4, 6. So we are going to do comma 0, 4 and 8, and then one more, which is going to be 2, 4 and 6. So we are going to do for int winning position, and we'll do winning positions. Int winning position, and then we'll open the brackets. So if any of the winning positions, then we are going to do if winning position. We are going to do if game state, and then here we are going to do winning position, and here we are going to do 0 is equal to game state winning position 1. So that is 1. So if the first position of the first winning position is equal to the second one, and game state winning position, and here we are going to do 1 again, is equal to game state winning position, and here we are going to do 2, and then we are going to do over here, and any of them, it doesn't matter, game state winning position 0 only, let's take, is not equal to 2. So that means the game state is 1 or 0. So here you can see game state is equal to active player. So we are going to do game active is equal to false. Then we are going to do string. We are going to make a string which we'll call winner is equal to an empty text. Then we are going to do if active player is equal to 0. Then do winner dot set text So what we have to do is actually if active player is equal to 1, because like after active player is equal to 0, for example if 0 wins, which is 0, so then that will be like then the active player is set to 1. So that means if we choose 1, then it will say that X will be the winner, which is not true. So you got what I meant. So here this means that now active player is 1. Even though 0 has won over here, active player has become 1. So that's why you have to do winner is equal to, and then we'll write over here 0. And then we'll do else winner is equal to X. Now what we have to do is we can now check the game. Like actually let's do one more thing. Let's do button play again is equal to find view by id r.id.button, Then we'll do text view winner text view, and then we'll call it find view by id r.id text view. Then we'll do winner text view dot set text winner. Then we'll put a colon, and then we'll add over here winner. And then we'll do play again dot set visibility, and we'll write here visible, and same with winner text view dot set visibility, and we'll do visible again. So now let's check. We should be able to play one game. Okay, let's see. 0x0. Let me just make 0 win. So you can see we need to adjust it a bit. So let's just go here, select this, and then move it a bit down. And also we need to make the text size bigger as well. So let's move it down a bit. And then here we'll keep the text view, if we can select it. Its size, let's go all the way down. Here we'll keep it as 25 sp, and the button size also, let's keep it a bit bigger. Let's keep it 20 sp. So hopefully now it will look good. That's why sometimes the emulator, like, it shows the wrong view. So let's play. See, you can see, and now see, we cannot play again as well. So, and then when we click it, nothing happens because we haven't done anything. So now let's go to play again, and let's keep its on click. Where is the on click of this? And we'll say play again, and then go to main activity, do public void play again, and here we are going to do view. Now what we have to do is, we can just do one thing, is that we'll just copy this and then paste it over here, and then we'll remove this line. Then we are going to add also one thing, grid layout. Grid layout is equal to find view by id r.id dot grid layout. Just check if that was your name. So you can see id is grid layout, so it's fine. And here we are going to set the view to invisible, and same over here. So now we are going to do a for loop for int I is equal to 0. I has to be lesser than grid layout dot get child count. So the child count is the number of things inside the grid layout, so it is 9 for us, and then we'll do I++. Then we are going to do image view. We are going to set the image view, and then we'll name it as counter is equal to we are going to do is equal to grid layout dot get child at, and we'll do I. So as you can see, an error is coming, so just wait for that bulb to come and then press cast to image view, and then we'll do counter dot set image resource, and we'll write over here none. There's no images in it. Sorry, I meant image drawable, not resource. Drawable. Yeah, now it's fine. Then we are going to add a new for loop for int I is equal to 0. I should be lesser than game state dot length. Then we are going to do I plus plus, and then we are going to do game state at I is equal to 2. And then we are going to do again active player. Where is it? Active player is equal to 0 and game active is equal to true. So now let's run it. So there's only one step left after this, and then you guys will only see what is going to be it. So let's see how this is going to go. So let's just make 0 win again. So you can see winner is 0. Let's play again, and now I'll show you where the problem could be. So okay, this one is a win. Let me just quickly find a way to draw it. So let's see, X, then add a 0 over here, then add an X over here, add a 0 over here. Yeah, there's going to be no winner in this. So now you can see, now there's no winner. So now it's telling that you need to exit the app, which isn't too great if you would think. So let's do one thing. Wherever this if is ending, I think it's this one, you can just find wherever it is. Here it is, then do else. So if it is not there, then go and get this, Control C, and paste it over here, and then we'll do play again and set visibility as visible. So here, once the first move is done, it should be visible again. So for example, if someone wants to just quit the game in the middle, see, so play again has come, and play again, it clears it. So if someone wants to just quit the game in the middle, he doesn't feel like playing it, then they can just use this button. So let's see, let me get this into a draw situation. Yeah, this is a draw. So now you can just press play again, and now we can just see who will win it. So now 0 has won. So that was a big game which you made. Congratulations on making your Tic Tac Toe game. So yeah, and if you want one thing what we can do is, if you think this Tic Tac Toe coming on the top is a bit like you don't want it, then you can go to app, go to manifest, and then here you can keep the style as no action bar. Yeah, so let's see how this looks. So you can see it has come like a black background, which you can change the background as well, of course, but this looks nice to me. So you can just go over here, and then you can keep it as day night, no action bar. So now it will come as white normal. So but I like this way, but then just to show you guys, everything is it might be a bit unclear for you, but it was good for me. So see, you can see it's now fine and everything is working. So yeah, I've taught you how to do that as well, how to remove the action bar. So yeah, that is it for this video. Congrats on making your first game which you made, and this was a very fun game which you have made. So great luck. Have You have done so well, and if you did this by yourself without like watching this video, then that is very good for you. So thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and bye.